Ladies and gentlemen, we have exclusive footage of the Pegasus team in action on the test server. Yes, they're in Incursion 1.6. How strong is this team going to be, or are they a massive flop? We're also discussing the next Orb Farmable character and when are more G18 pieces. We're discussing these things and the rest of your mailbag questions because it is Mailbag Monday, Valley Club. And if you're ready for all that, and you know what to do, find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you're ready for more great Marvel Strike Force content. And if this is your first time here, this is the place for more Marvel Strike Force content. At least 5 videos per week on Marvel Strike Force, helping you with question and answer videos, gameplay videos, news videos, everything to help you in Marvel Strike Force. Well, let's talk about this full Pegasus team. They are on the test server. They are coming to the real game very, very soon, and they are the next solution for the tech raids. Now, outside of the raids, I'm not sure where you're going to use them. They're definitely not going to be an arena team. Maybe Kestrel, if we get some other characters, might be fitting in some hybrid team, but not any of these full Pegasus members. Also, the rest of these characters, not very good in War, not very good in Crucible. Maybe in Room 2 of Crucible, these guys will be good, but the word is this full Pegasus team will not be able to beat Bifrost in Room 2. So this is pretty much just a raid team. How good are they? Let's go over to the test server for that. And for this testing, this is the Pegasus team that we're taking into these raids here. 7 gold stars on Kestrel and on Rescue, with 6 reds on Kestrel, 4 reds on Rescue, 5 reds, 5 gold each on Darkhawk, Infinity War version of Iron Man, and on Ironheart. We have gear 16 on Iron Man and Ironheart, and we have gear 17 on Darkhawk, Rescue, and Kestrel. And as far as the ISO 8s, we have Raider on Kestrel and Darkhawk. We have Healer on Rescue, and we have Striker on both Iron Man and on Ironheart. And we have most of their T4s done. Kestrel has all of them. Rescue has all but the special. All of them on Darkhawk, all of them on Infinity War Iron Man, and all of them on Ironheart Mark II. And their total is 1.1 million, so not a small team, but not a huge team either. Let's take them into these raids though. And here is Node 1. This is probably the toughest of all the raids here. We're gonna do this on Emma, put the special there. And this is probably the toughest nodes of all of them. If you guys have played this raid, you know how tough this is. This probably the first node is probably tougher than the second and even the boss node there. But yeah, all these positive effects, all the good stuff that these characters are doing. We're going to use a special from from Rescue here. We can use the ultimate and get the offense ups, but we are going to use a special and get the death proofs on these characters. So more of a defensive maneuver here. We're going to use this ultimate here for is that Iron Man? That is Iron Man. I'm getting confused between Ironheart and Iron Man. They look kind of similar. I guess they don't look too similar. To me, they do though. But yes, they are going through these. Gambit is almost down. We're going to take the offense. We're going to take the taunt off of Miss Marvel here. We're trying to get the invaders down before we get the Iron Fists. And let's go back to this section. We'll work on the 2 invaders. Work on Miss Marvel there. When are we going to get these characters dropped? Let's use the basic on Gambit. Going to save the offense up for now. Here are the Iron Fists, and this is where problems can come. All right, we are loading up a bunch of negative effects on them. We're going to go into this squirrel gear here using the special of Iron Man here. And hopefully I am playing this right. I don't have all these maneuvers memorized yet, so hopefully I am playing this right. But yeah, we're going to use some of the bigger moves here. We're going to go after these Iron Fists here. Hopefully we can take them out before they can bring the rest of these invaders back to life. Continue to work on them. Let's get the offense ups here. We don't need the rest of this stuff. We don't need any healing or anything like that. We would like to get an ability to block or something so that they can bring the rest of these invaders back to life. Here we go. Let's go with Darkhawk here. Ability energy for everyone around. And there is literally no turn meter for one of the Iron Fists. We are removing the turn meter off of the other Iron Fist here, and it doesn't look like they are going to take a turn. Now I think we're going to start to save some of our cooldowns at this point. We should take out Dazzler soon with the extra Kestrel ping. Let's get another ping here. Let's get more ping on Dazzler. Dazzler goes away. Still no turn meter for Iron Fist World War II there. There gets a bunch of turn meter from that Captain Sam. Could be dangerous here, but we are still in control even if they bring the rest of these invaders back. This team is working very good. Very, very good if you're just autoing, but we're trying to play through this and might actually be better if we auto this and not try to save our cooldowns here. But yeah, I guess we're gonna basic again. No rhyme or reason to how we're playing this, but I guess that's more of a showcase at how strong this team is, that even if you are not doing everything correct. All right, there comes one of these characters back to life. We don't want any more invaders back. We still do have 2 minutes, so we're not doing horrible on time. And using some of these ultimates here, hopefully that doesn't screw us up for the next node. Really want to get these Iron Fists down. Let's go with the basic here. Just get these pings on Kestrel. I think we could do all these basics. Captain Sam is gone, so no way for them to get a lot of turn meter at this point. One of the big things that they got that turn meter from was that Captain Sam, but now that he's gone, they may not be able to get all that turn meter back. We are trying to block this Iron Fist here. I guess we should have put the stun on the other one here. But yeah, even with some misplays, this team is so good. We are getting through this. Let's get a little bit of healing here. 120 time is going to be an issue now. We are starting to use the basic of Iron Man here. And we got that first Iron Fist almost down still. There's that Kestrel ping. A lot of these pings from Kestrel is where the damage is going to happen. All right, so now we could just throw this on auto basic here, and those pings from Kestrel should kill this Iron Fist. Almost down. Will we get him before he does a turn meter? No, we don't. He does his move. We don't get a extra invader back to life, though, so that's great. We should get this final death of Iron Fist. Not yet. Is it rescued? No, it's not rescued. There's the Kestrel ping taking him out. 41 seconds left. They need to get through this final World War II version of Captain America. Will they get through it? I think they can. Can they get through it? With auto basic on this node, very, very tough trying to use a combination of Bionic Avengers and other characters, but with this Pegasus team makes it very, very easy. I don't see any problem with this team simming in this current Incursion raid, but like a lot of the other content creators that released videos today have said, this team is probably not for this Incursion raid. It's probably for the raid that is coming after whatever we're going to get for these Incursions. So this team should handle this Incursion very, very well. All right, and moving on to the next node here, we got Zemo as a threat. We have Silver Surfer as a threat. We have Peggy Carter as a threat. Let's go in this section here. Let's focus on this Peggy Carter, Silver Surfer. Zemo's still a threat. Can remove some of the stuff that we are trying to do, but let's get a bunch of stuns. There should be 3 stuns at the minimum from Ironheart here. Let's go with the death proofs. Let's get the stun there instead of the offense ups. Maybe the offense ups is the better choice though with this team, especially in this current version of the Incursion raids. Maybe if you're doing some other version of the raids, the next raid after the Incursion, maybe the ultimate would be the better choice here. Let's get that off. Let's get that taunt off of this character there, off that security, and let's go ahead and work on Silver Surfer. Also want to work on Captain Carter. She can bring characters back to life, which would be bad for us if that happens. Yeah, nobody is getting revived, or nobody's getting called here. Magic is not bringing any of these Phoenixes back to life. All right, we're going to Peggy Carter. Not sure if that's the best move to switch targets in the middle of a battle here, but take out one of their characters there. Peggy is still in this game. We got double Ghost Riders. Ghost Rider's always a threat because as we're killing people, he is starting to whittle away the damage on us. We are going to work on Silver Surfer at this point. We might take out that Agent Venom. There he goes. And we're going to get double ping from the Ghost Riders. Oh, not great for Kestrel here. I think what we got to do at this point is work on one of these Ghost Riders here. Take one of them out. Let's see if we are able to take somebody out and preserve some of our health. Kestrel almost dead. Luckily, she does have some death proofs, though. We're doing a ton of damage there. Ghost Rider still alive. We take out another character. Luckily, that's not Kestrel getting those pings. Actually, it was Kestrel getting those pings. So still very, very risky. Let's do this special here. And can we take out one of these Ghost Riders so we're only getting a single ping instead of a double ping? Let's see if we could take him out with Ironheart. We do with Ironheart. Ironheart gets the ping. Ghost Rider, we are down to 1 Ghost Rider. Let's get those heals. Let's get the death proofs on. We'll get that back before the next round. And just not a lot of turn meter. I don't think Captain Carter has taken a turn. Don't know if Ghost Rider has taken a turn. We've gotten ping from him a few times because of deaths, but I don't think he's taken an actual turn. And now we would just clear this up with our basic. Nemesis misses everyone here. Let's just throw this in auto basic and finish up this battle. Prepare for that boss node. There it is. And no boss node. One of the other envoys was beating that boss while we were doing these other nodes. You know who you are. So no boss node, but I think you get the gist of this team. This team is very, very good in raids. 1.6, even at lower star levels, these guys can still smash the raids. So build these guys for the raids. Build confidently for the raids. After that, it is up to you what you want to do with this team. All right, it is time for the mailbag questions of the week. First question, I have a 7 red star promo question. Is Spider Weaver worth going from 7 red stars or not? I would say back in the day, the answer was definitely a yes. Today, the answer is really going to depend on your situation. So if you have Weaver, or if you have Apocalypse in your arena shard, Weaver has no arena value. So you're going to lose some value there. Most players already have Apocalypse in the arena shard. So I'd say, yeah, not really an arena character. Not really used in raids either, because the Bifrost team has replaced the mix match team that Weaver was a part of. And now we have a full-on Bifrost team in the Incursion raid. So not really using the raids anymore. Where you're going to get value from this 7-star promo upgrade is in the Crucible, and the Infest or the Tangled Web team is very good for taking out the Darkhold with Quicksilver and whatever room you're using them in. And in Ward, the Tangled team is very good for taking out Infestation. So if those two things, the Crucible and War, is what you want out of Weaver, you have a bunch of extra gold promo credits, and I would say the answer is yes. If you have very little dark gold promotion credits, you need them for other characters, then I would say no. So the answer is very specific depending on your situation at this point, and whether or not you have Apocalypse in your arena shard, because you're going to get a lot more value in arena if you don't have Apocalypse in your arena shard. Hey, Valley would love to know if they ever plan to change disproportionately in which the way orbs drop when you are sat with less than 1 million gold, open 14 orbs, and get 2.1 million. Then they see this pop up in Alliance chat from 20 orbs. You got a 2 million drop, another 2 million drop, a 1 million, and a 1 million. So I would say that for me, the average when opening 10 orbs is about 1.7, 1.8 million. Once in a while, you get that gold pull and you got a really nice pull there. But most of the time, I'm getting 1.7, 1.8. So I would say you're not super far off with what you're getting with that 2.1 million. Your alliance mate just got really, really lucky. But it would be nice to get a little more of a medium, right? You know, I think Scopely relies on that top end for that dopamine hits. They rely on that low end so that you don't have that FOMO. And I think that's what they use for marketing. So will it ever go away? Probably not. But just realize that's what they're doing. So don't fall into that trap. Get your gold, get it at a nice pace. And if someone gets some really good RNG, then great, good for them. And then just rely on your normal RNG, but don't fall into all these traps that they want you to fall in. Hey, Valley, patiently waiting for Gear 18s to hit the Cosmic Crucible store. My patience is running low. Though, please pass my thoughts on to Scopely. Oh, my brother, your thoughts have been passed on many, many times at Scopely. We've been wanting those Gear 18 pieces for a while. Hopefully, they start to ease up the purse strings on these because they figure that enough people have Super-Skrull. I'm not sure how many people need to get Super-Skrulls for them to reach that threshold, but hopefully it's soon because I need those Gear 18 pieces soon. I'm not even in the global section of Dark Dimension 6 right now. Still in the normal section, still getting smashed every day. Still don't have the pieces to bring up my Apocalypse, but yeah, I need that as well. Now, the good thing, I don't know if you checked out the new store that we just have going on for the event. It does have Gear 18 pieces in there right now. So hopefully they're very generous with this currency. Hopefully they give it out in droves and you can get more Gear 18 pieces. Yeah, but we definitely need a place for these Gear 18 pieces in the Cosmic Crucible store because this was one of the more valuable stores in the game. Now it's lost a lot of value, and especially now that more and more players have that 7-star Quicksilver, even that has kind of lost some value as well. Hey, Valley, greetings from Brazil. Do you have any recommendations for new Avengers ISO 8? All right, so Raiders on Thing and Coulson, Mockingbird Healer, and Striker for Ronin, Striker for Tiger. That seems to be what most people are going with right now. Hopefully that helps you. I haven't invested in them too much. I haven't used them on the test server, so this is not as much from first-hand knowledge, but yeah, this is what I think the majority of the community is leaning for. Raiders on Coulson and Thing, Mockingbird Healer, Striker, Ronin, and Tigra. All right, I have another question about how many years this game has left. Do you think this game will last enough to get 401 tunes in a game or not? So we have about 250 characters in the game that are unlocked, probably a little bit more if you have Super-Skrull, if you have some of these other characters. So that is about 150 characters, give or take a few. So if we're getting about 4 a month, sometimes we get 3, sometimes we get 4 over the course of 12 months. That's going to be a little over 3 years. So I guess the question is, do we have more or less than 3 years left in this game? I would say more, just based on the backlash that Swaga has received over the years and how they're still going pretty strong. Maybe it's not what they were at their peak, and Marvel Strike Force definitely not what it was at this peak, but I see this game still as going strong for a while. So yeah, definitely 3 years. I think we will get it at 401 tunes in the game at some point. Hey, Valley, do you have any recommendations for the Pegasus team, especially for Rescue, who's been a healer, but I'm wondering if she should go to Skirmisher for the extra on her basic. So you guys have seen the footage. You guys have seen the Pegasus team in action on the test server. And I don't know if you noticed, but never really used that basic of Rescue. Either trying to determine whether you're going to use a special to get some of these death proofs, or whether you're going to use the ultimate and getting some of these offense ups and immunities and all that. So the basic, I think, is kind of a trap. Use the healer, get more heals, heal up your team, and don't worry about the slow and the defense down, because in the raids, that doesn't really happen that often, brother. Hey, Valley, what is up? What do you think about pairing Ghost with Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, and Dark Dimension? I feel like they would feed off a lot of each other in turn meter. Now, when I initially saw this question, I was thinking, what? That's not what they do. But yeah, I had to go back and read their passives, because when I think of Ghost Rider, I think of this stuff here. On a summon enemy death, attacking the enemy that killed that target for 500 damage, because that is what the AI Ghost Riders do to me. They do so much damage. I don't like that. But when a negative effect is applied to an enemy, fill speed bar for self and supernatural Dark Hunter allied by 3%. So pretty much just normal Ghost Rider is getting this speed. It's any negative effect, not just bleeds, but anytime a negative effect, 3% speed. So he's going to get some. And when I think of Robbie Reyes passive, I think of this big AoE attack that he does as soon as he gets as many charges. But whenever a bleed is applied, he's going to fill his own speed bar by 10%. So yes, you can get a lot of speed. I think this is more of a fun combo. I don't think this is going to be a killer combo, especially in Dark Dimension. You want to bring them in, and I think Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes is going to be a no-brainer. And then if you want to bring in the normal Ghost Rider, you can just make sure you have a use for him outside of Dark Dimension when you're done with it, because I don't really use Ghost Rider too much. I mean, kind of in a cleanup team for the Dark Hunters in War, but that's about it. So if you want to do that investment for this, then great. I think there's other characters that you can invest in, but it would be a fun combo. I just don't think it's going to be the best combo that you could do. My guy, Valley, remember me? What is up, brother? It has been a while. I'm the guy that's been rocking since year one. Don't always ask the questions, but when I do, you always have answered them. I try my best, my brother. And as for that, I appreciate it. Let's go 26 for 26. Let's do it. Here it is. I get that everyone is saying Green Goblin is the next legendary based on tech raids, but because I think you or Drew might know who the next mutant legendary is, I think it's Havoc. We've been asking for that longer than a second Green Goblin. What's the deal, man? Besides Nightcrawler, this has been the longest request. If I'm right, DM me and tell me that. I promise I won't say anything. You know I can't do that. I don't break my NDAs. I won't get into the tunes like Banshee or Professor X standing in a Spike Avalanche Strongman Ferris. Something like that feels off with the first X Factor. And here's my gold. You do have a lot of gold, my friend. Now, obviously, it's not going to be a next tech team because we have the Pegasus team here now. So it's not going to be for the next tech team. But there are rumors that is still Green Goblin, and it's not going to be a tech team. It's going to be a Crucible team. Those are the rumors that are floating around the community. But I would like Havoc to come to the game. I'd like Nightcrawler to come to the game. But at this point, I would like it weighted on just a little bit. I'm so low on mutant gear right now. As much as I would love to see these characters come to the game, I hope they come later on. And maybe we get a tech or another skill team that I could use some of the less valuable origin gear and then come back to mutants and mystic and things like that, because I don't have a lot of gear for these characters. Next question. Brother Valley, greetings from St. Louis, Missouri. Greetings from Texas, my brother. First, I'm a fairly engaged player. Unlock Baby Dormammu, then use his gear drop to unlock Baby Apocalypse. A few minutes later, oh my goodness, what a great day for you, my friend. That said, 6 months since the Invaders Incursion release, if they ran it again, I know they won't. Yeah, that was kind of a bonus to you get to buy it initially. They're not going to run it again. But if I still couldn't do the hardest difficulty, I still have 4-star cap World War II. Is he the new Agatha? I don't think he's meant to be the new Agatha. I don't think that the Invaders are good enough for that. Just remember, the Darkhold team is what we're talking about. They were the best team in Arena. Now, I think they might make Kang the next Agatha or one of these new secret defenders the new Agatha, but I don't think it's going to be Cap World War II. Second, as much as I love the new bookmark feature, it's becoming the new login calendar. A calendar is annoying. Has anyone reported popping it every time you see a new section of the sword? Yes, they have reported it. It's very, very annoying, and I hope they fix it soon. And yeah, hopefully the Invaders become farmable very, very soon. Hello, Valley. It is the Blitz King. What is up, brother Blitz King? I come bearing good news. The Blitz event has a lot more bearable than with the 1 hour cooldowns. Yeah, it has. I like the 1 hour cooldowns. If we're gonna Blitz isn't the most fun game mode, but if we're gonna do it, let us do our rotations a lot sooner than a lot later. So yeah, Blitz isn't great, but this is a decent compromise if they're gonna still run these not fun Blitz event. What do you think will be the newest character added to the Blitz Orbs? That is an interesting question here. Let's go look at the Blitz Orbs right now, see who is in there. The last character added to this Blitz Orb was Sunfire, one of the Horsemen. The last characters that we got Farmable was a Rebirth character and a Masters of Evil character, which means that they have Rebirth done, which means that they don't have Invaders done, which means that we're kind of due for one of these Blitz Orbs, which means that Bucky Barnes, Iron Fist World War II, or the previously mentioned Captain America World War II are probably due to be farmable very, very soon. And since we haven't had one come to the Blitz Orb in a while, I would say it's very likely that we're going to get our Invader character in the Blitz Orb just because of the rotation and the time of all that stuff. One more question, would Magneto be good in Dark Dimension 6? I'm wondering because I have a 7 red because of the Blitz event. Yes and no. He's going to do a couple things. He's a very expensive character. So if you are short on mutant gear, you probably want to go with some other characters because he's going to eat up a lot of mutant gear. But he can fill the role in 2 different sections. In the normal legendary section at the end where you could use Apocalypse, and the section before that where you're not allowed any horsemen. And he is a member of the Death Seat. So there's a lot of benefits in bringing Magneto. The only real downside I would see is he's very expensive and he takes mutant here. So there's benefits and negatives. Good, that's going to be up to you based on your situation, with resources, the other characters you have, but those are the benefits and negatives of Magneto. Very, very expensive, but is a horseman, is a raid character, and is used in 2 sections of Dark Dimension. So it's up to you whether you want to do it, but just as long as you know what are the benefits and negatives for Magneto. Hey, Valley, you ready to be done blitzing? Oh, I am done blitzing. That event is not fun. It did have some good rewards. I was willing to do that blitz grind for it, but yeah, blitzing is not fun. The rewards are pretty good though. I was hoping to finish milestone 19. And I don't think it's free to play friendly, but hey, I missed a few passes. I don't have Dark Beast at 7 stars. Hope you did and went as well as intended. I like this kind of blitz event, not winning, but just grinding it out. And 1 hour cooldowns was amazing. Please encourage them to keep doing this. Yeah, I think the feedback for the community has been overwhelmingly positive. Blitz is not fun, but if they're going to do the blitz event, this is the way to do it. Based it on playing, not on winning. Based it on 1 hour cooldowns instead of 2 hour cooldowns. And it's much better. Now, as far as the milestone, I did not spend any money to get to this milestone 19, but I did need to spend a ton of power cores. I opened a few of those Mockingbird orbs to get this, and I did all those 8 rotations a day. I did a lot of blitzing and stuff like that. So it was free to play, but you did need to spend some power cores. You need to save it from your arena rewards or some previous things to get all that. But it was a good event. It was a good event in my opinion. Would you personally had the influence, add gold to the Greek orbs? Oh yeah, add gold everywhere if I had the influence. Personally, I think Greek is a waste of time. I did it for the lines, a small amount of gold fragments from the gold and from the nodes. Yeah, it is not fun. It needs to be updated. The rewards aren't that great either. So I think it easily needs to be like Blitz, where it's not fun, but you get some good rewards. Or it's like Cosmic Crucible, where it's really fun and the rewards aren't that great. So, or the best scenario would be something in the middle, but if it's not going to be fun, at least make the rewards valuable. And the Greeks haven't been either of those for a long time now. And how's your Dark Dimension 6 run going? I'm stuck on global. The first 2 nodes took 5 attacks each. I am on the unlimited section right now, and it's taking me a little longer than 5 attacks because I did not bring in Apocalypse. If you bring in Apocalypse, those first couple nodes should be easier. The global section should be easier, but I screwed up. I brought in Nemesis first, thinking I would have enough of these Gear 18 pieces for both of them, but I don't. So I'm struggling with Dark Dimension 6 right now. So that first node, I think today was my 6th attack, but it's going to be a while. And we don't have our global characters ready, so we're not really rushing through either. But that is it. That's where we are, Dark Dimension. That is the Pegasus team. Let me know what your thoughts on this team are. Is this a team that you're hyped to build? Or is this just a team you're going to build to get through these raids? Let me know your thoughts. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, though, guys. Thanks for leaving a question. If you did watch all the way to the end and this video did provide you some value, hit that like button. It does support the channel. It is free for you. And I will see you guys next time. And if you want to check out what are the best teams in Marvel Strike Force, ranked from best all the way to worst, make sure you check out the video up there. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out.